Oh yeah, Gecko the old school gamer here presenting, excuse me, one and done, Maniac Mansion. This is a good game. Um, you have to like point and click adventures though. Even if, yeah, I would say you have to like point and click adventures to really enjoy this game. But this game is a classic. This is the first game made by Lucasfilms. Uh, I know it's not a Star Wars game. Um, they didn't have the rights to the Star Wars franchise, the toy line or the video game line, uh, until later. That's when we get the. That's when we get this finally Star Wars on the Nintendo, but uh, then afterwards they had the rights. But this is their very first video game that they produced. Well, that they made, and Jellico produced it. The same company that made like Bases Loaded. So uh, this is an interesting one because it was originally ported to the PC, or originally made for the PC, and then um, the graphics were downgraded to be ported to the Nintendo. Um, Nintendo added a whole bunch of music, but took away some graphical things. Like there's like a nude statue, like on the second floor or something, and then something in the bathroom was censored out, and a few other things. But they added a whole bunch of, well, basically music through the whole game, where the PC version didn't have the music, but it had graphics. So that's kind of crazy. And you can also play the original PC version, on in the game Day of the Tenacle. If you go up to, I think it's the second floor, there's a bedroom in there, and there's a computer in the bedroom, and if you hit to play the computer, you can actually play the original Maniac Mansion on PC, which is kind of cool. That's where I learned about the graphical differences, and there's like no music. Um, this this game, I plan on doing this game a full playthrough. Uh, there's several different endings, 7 or 9 different endings or whatever, and I get the feeling they want you to beat the game. Even though there are ways to die, it's not a game over. Unless you're deciding to win a certain way in the game and you have no backup, and then that guy, that particular kid dies, and he's got those items that you were going to beat the game with. If that kid dies with those specific items, those items are gone. You can't be used. So then you have to beat the game a different way. So it's, you can screw yourself and only have like one person die. Or you could beat the game and have only one person living. So it's really a cool game. Alright, so this arrow, you have to select 2 guys, 2 more people. You're always this guy. You're always this guy, Dave. I like to pick Bernard. He's in Day of the Tenacle. But this guy, he can fix phones and radios. Now, if I'm not mistaken, this guy, wait, he's a photographer, so he can produce film. Like in a dark room type film. Yeah, this guy, I think he can only fix phones. So I don't want to be him. I want to be Wendy, actually. Oh. There we go. So Wendy is a news. She's a novelist. She wants to write, and she punches up scripts and stuff. So we'll just go with this. I'm not going to get too far into this game. So this is the opening story. Here we go. So they're going to rescue Sandy. As you see, you got an arrow here, and you can select push, pull, give, just like a point-and-click adventure. But you can also use the actual screen and, let's say, walk, get your character walk, just by pushing where you want them to go. So, right away you can tell the graphics are really hard to see. Like, this is a doormat, and if you pull the doormat, you hit pull, and you pull the doormat, you see the key. It's so hard to see. You have to know what you're looking for. So you're going to get the key. Get key. Boom. He's got the key. I'm going to use the key in front door. Boom. Front door is open. All right. So now we're going to go into the mansion, but I want to bring Wendy near this guy. So bring Wendy near this guy, and I want Dave to give key to Wendy. Boom. Okay, so she's got the key. Now, if she dies, I lose the key. It's gone for good. Okay, so you can actually save your game and restore a game that you did play. So what I like to do is I like to get Dave captured, because Dave is really no use in the game. And the only use he really has is when he is in the dungeon. If another kid is caught, they'll be put in the dungeon, and there's a rock that is in the dungeon by a wall, by a switch. It's basically a fake rock, and you push it, and the door opens. But the door is only open for a few seconds. And you don't have room, or you don't have time to get to the, you don't have time to get through the door before the... There we go. You don't have time to get through the door before the door locks again. So this guy is going to be down there by the switch most of the game. I can find out where the kitchen is. Hold on, I'm a little lost. Open door. There we go. Looks like blood and everything. Hopefully I run into the... There we go. Alright, so he's going to stay in the dungeon. Got caught by Nurse Edna. Alright. Now the rock is over here somewhere. Right here. Loose brick. Boom. So, now I have him by the loose brick. So if any other kid gets caught, he can push the lever, while the other kid just goes through the door. Alright. So, let's go in here. I'll show you what it looks like when they go upstairs. Very cheesy looking. Steel security door. And all you gotta do is open it. Now you're in. Some security. I'm just gonna wander around a little bit. There's the Tenacle. This is actually a good guy Tenacle, but you got to give him some food and he'll let you by. But CD player. Wonder what the CD. I've never used the CD player before. Ah, okay. It's sometimes the music is a little All right. So, but it's pretty cool. You have to have an idea of how you want to defeat the game. Oh, that's dark. You got to have a light. I don't have a flashlight with me right now. Flashlight is in the kitchen, if I'm not mistaken. But oh, okay. So you can play video games too. But yeah, it's pretty cool. So I could just kind of go on about Maniac Mansion, but I need my notes to play the game and get through the game. But yeah, it's pretty cool. It's if you like this type of this like point and click adventure games, it's definitely an S tier game. If you're Contra style action, that's all you care about, this game is probably not for you. But yeah, it's dope. Like I said, Day of the Tentacle is part 2. The Day of the Tentacle takes place, I think, 4 or 5 years after this. And it's interesting because there's only one way to beat the game, and you really can't die, you just get stuck. So, Day of the Tentacle is more of a puzzle game. You know, got to get this to get that, to work on this, to clear this, right? Type thing. So, yeah, it's pretty cool. Maniac Mansion. Pick it up if you can. I want to say it's kind of expensive. I don't know. But later.